Hello, Internet. It's Shane from Cubicle Refugee, and we've got one more thing that you should do before you leave the Great Plateau, and that is fight your first boss, the Stone Talus. This guy is immune to HP damage to his body, has massive damage output, and ranged attack capabilities. But he has a couple of glaring weaknesses, most notably the exposed ore vein on its back. This guy is also incredibly slow-moving and has a very predictable attack pattern, and you can very easily counter him using bombs and sledgehammer type weapons. So, now that we've seen the first bit of an attack here, what you want to do is you want to try and blow up one of the Talus's arms, or wait for it to jump down to get a new arm after throwing one, in order to climb up onto its back and attack the ore vein. You need to be careful, mostly because it's just a lot of damage. If it walks forward in such a way while you're under it that the geometry of the Talus clips into Link, it is enough damage to kill you. Not to mention, getting boulders thrown at you is a bad idea. Right now, I'm using the spear mostly so we can get a little bit more footage of the fight. It can be incredibly simple if you go at it with the sledgehammer. I wish I had that the first time I saw this thing. But the most important thing to note when you're trying to be on the offensive against the Talus is to take note of the fact that every time he reaches down into the ground for a new arm, it's always his right. So screen left for us if he's facing towards you. At least for his first arm. If he needs both, he will get both. In a moment here, we should be able to see that getting a critical hit on the exposed ore vein will also cause the Talus to redo its stunned animation if it had been previously stunned. I'm not sure if that's a bug or not. It seems kind of cool to me. That's right. And when running away from the arms as they're being thrown, you always want to run towards the screen. Left or right can sometimes have you running into things that you weren't quite expecting were there, and there's a little less room for error. Also, don't stay on its back too long. It will throw you off for some minor damage. That said, we're just about done here with this fight, because like I said, this guy has an incredible weakness to the sledgehammer, and once we get up onto its back, you can actually climb on him using geometry. There we go. One, bump, 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 bump! Yeah. Sledgehammer power attack is enough to take out 2/3 of its health in one go. I'm sure it was actually quite a bit more, but like I said, the spear for footage. You want to fight this thing for all of the gems, because gems are the random rupees of this game. Happy hunting!